Like I do the black screen videos because of the concept of coming out of the dark. Like if you are focused and you truly with this spirituality, you'll take the time to look into the dark screen or listen to the dark screen so you can hear the light that comes from it. Just like you wait for the sun to rise. And all of our talents, they come out of nowhere. Like initially, there's always someone that wants to say they have or they've played some role in your life. They want to hear that. They want to say, I did this. When in fact, divine allows everything to come from within. It comes from the darkness. I got so slick with it to where I would just, before I would do anything, right, I would go sit in the dark. Pitch black, just sit in the dark. And then I would focus on light coming out of myself. Like I would imagine that or meditate as a bright light. You know what I'm saying? Just immaculate blue. Just would start and it would be like electricity blue, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that whitish blue, like that, and it just would, and it would just shine like a dot, and I would just focus on that until I can make it bigger. And as I would make that light bigger inside myself, I would feel like my alpha waves would rise, you know what I'm saying? Like beta waves would rise and shit, depending on the energy. Subsequently trying to balance out the feminine and masculinity, right? And then knowing that the DNA carries the actual information, the vibrations that you go through in life expectancy is being downloaded into increments in your DNA to where it's embedded into you. It's burned into your existence. If you've been following me, you heard me say this probably like a year ago or so, you know what I'm saying? I was talking about how every experience is burned into your existence, like the whole existence of everything is in your DNA, you know what I'm saying? This is what we call the Akashic Records. That's why I said in that song, light points be your history, manifesting, bringing back everything that's meant for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is facts. A lot of people talk about shit, but I'm talking the real metaphysics of the building blocks of the original man. Understanding what that means for you and how you can access that, you know what I'm saying, and keep the world going forward in that probability instead of being controlled by the false awareness, you know what I'm saying, or being chipped to be controlled by the false awareness or the narrative, might I say. And it gets deep like that, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants to step away from what's inside of them to categorize it outside of them just so they can dissect it and possibly, if they don't like it or if they can't do it, they can separate themselves from it. When in fact, no matter how you look at shit, no matter how lazy you are or whatever you don't have up in you that you want to access, it's you. It's still you, whether you die and don't access it or not. It's still gonna be you, and it's gonna be something that you have to deal with in another aspect of your life anyway. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, to keep it 100, I'm trying to find out how to melt telomeres. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find out how to dissolve the telomeres on my DNA strands. Like, I'm trying to take the cap off. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find out how to do that. Like everybody thinking about the wrong shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about the wrong shit, but that's the shit that be going through my head. Like, yo, how you unlock your DNA to? Because I already learned how to unlock different parts of the DNA with certain things natural. You know what I'm saying? That and I can see the change within. Like, if certain sicknesses come, they can't get in like they used to. Everybody like, nah, son, bing, back up. You ain't getting up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like. But then it's still deeper levels that I want to access because this is the point. You know what I mean? Being able to be the science, the teacher, and the student of your life. The scientist, the teacher, and the student. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to combine, you know what I'm saying? You already know the vibes. Shazam! You know what I mean? But don't get me started, yo. I'm just saying, yo, we talking all this crazy shit. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? That's the probability, you know what I'm saying? They tried to show you with Superman, they show you with everything, you know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta understand what you're looking at, you know what I mean? And then it's cool to see how they get imaginative with it, the way they put it like that in symbolic form. You know what I'm saying? Like even to this day, people look at Goku on Dragon Ball Z and be like, "Yo, Goku, the shit." Some Japanese dude. Nah, Kamehameha is an African king. So that ball that they be charging out, Kamehameha, that's an African king's name. It was powerful. Bust your head wide the hell open. He was that dude. So why is his power named after an African king? Why in other situations, like when they talk about, I ain't even about to get all into that, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? They, other situations, the Aborigine was there. He used to fly with lightning and ride on the cloud. Mamarat, you know what I'm saying? He's an Aborigine. You know what I mean? Different situations that are exposed or expound on as far as through comics and you know what I mean and other stories that are brought to life that people try to say they invented themselves when in fact you go and you find this in people's actual history and they try to burn the history and say, well, I'm just gonna make it a comic. No, you can't make this no comic. It's real because when it come back to bite your ass, you're gonna be sitting there like, oh man, now they trying to tell their story. Like now, to get mad. We can't let them tell their story. Nah, it's gonna be told, son. It's gonna come out of the darkness. It's all gonna come out regardless out of the darkness, B. Facts. So, oh no, you know what I mean? Like, and each and every individual one of us are attached to different great energies that expound over billions of years. But everybody's too mixed up in the virtual aspect of socialism, and it's destroying the personal conductivity to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Black Adam, The Rock ain't the only one who could put his eye up. I've been doing this shit since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom used to be like, look at him. There you go with that eye. All my kids do that shit. It's just something we do. We got the eyebrow just pop up. Rock ain't the only one to do that. We do that naturally. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's something within our culture. You know what I mean? But he ain't the only one to do that. You want to throw that eye up? We got that. We got that. That was like a trademark of mine. Like in the family, they was like, he gonna put the eyebrow up and go twist the what you doing face. Like you already know the vibes. Nah, I ain't gonna hold y'all. You know, I'm just sitting and talking some shit. But yeah, not for nothing. You gotta learn yourself. You gotta know where you come from. You gotta know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and looking outside yourself is only gonna confuse what you got up inside you, because inside you're gonna be like, why you going over there? What about us? What about us? You know what I'm saying? You keep turning away from yourself, but you always got you. Don't that sound like a messed up dichotomy? Like you over there talking, oh, thank you for saving me, but you was the one that got through the vines and shit. Like, just think about this. Somebody standing at the end of some blackberry briars, right? But you walk 5 miles through the blackberry briars. You're getting cut up, clothes ripped up, bloody, fall, run from something, all that. But you finally get through. And when you get through the briar patch, the person at the end of the briar patch is the one you thank for the ride. You say, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, you saving me. This was rough. You saving me. And they take you where you got to go, right? Never once do you sit down and thank yourself for making it through that motherfucking shit. You never thanked yourself for making it through it. You thought the person on the other side that met you there. And tighten up. Naga.